Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Mark from Mark's Rusty Rex. Before I get dived into this video on this 65 Chevy 2 from Moebius, I want to ask you a question. What do you guys prefer in videos? Do you like just a quick overview of videos like I'm about to do for this one to show you how I built it? Or do you like watching the whole video of the unboxing, showing you all the parts, the full build that's in, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hour video? I know I don't usually watch those through to the end, which is actually why I'm asking the question now, because I know most of the videos don't actually get watched all the way through. So, just let me know in the comments. What's your preference on videos? Do you like a short 15, 20-minute video highlighting the model kit? Or do you like the whole build? So anyway, I'm going to get started on what I built here. It's a 65 Chevy 2 Gasser from Moebius. Great little kit. I've pretty much built it box stock, except for a couple things. Obviously, I weathered it. Not as extreme weathering as I do on a lot of my builds, but just basically a barn find Gasser that somebody, freshened up a little bit, rebuilt the engine. The only thing I deviated from the box was I added a wire distributor. I added some seat seats that I found from another kit, which I felt were more appropriate. The ones that come in the kit look like, some 1990s looking Pro Street seats, which look way too big in my opinion. So I found these seats in my parts box, added some seat belts to them, and rusted it up. I got some decals from my parts box. Some of them I used from the kit. Some of them I got from STS. If I remember right, I got them from STS. I think the Bad Apple decals came from STS. So anyway, now if you're wondering how I weather stuff, I use the salt chipping method. And what I'll usually do is, well, obviously, I'll prime it like a red oxide primer and flog a little black on it first. And then I'll use some of this, which I used to be able to find at Hobby Lobby and or Ace Hardware. But that's a product I use for the surface rust and also the rust on the chassis. You can probably still find it online. Last time I went to Ace, that stuff was on clearance, so I bought what I could. It works really nice for underneath the chassis. All that is, just completely 100% the Modern Masters iron paint. The trick to that I found is it comes with the 2 bottles I showed you, plus it comes with a primer. Don't bother using the primer. Just use a red oxide spray primer, brush paint on the iron oxide paint, and then use the activator, or I guess they call it, they call it rust activator. I'll usually brush that on, and the trick I found is to, when you use that, pretty much keep the surface you're working with wet for about 30 minutes. So if it starts to dry up on you, dab a little bit more on till it's damp again. And so you're gonna have to spend some time on it. You can't just walk away from it if you're doing something else around the house. While I have it flipped over, you can see the underneath side. I've painted the headers white, added some rust to them. I've also dirtied up the engine. That's my favorite for dirtying engines up. So those 2 products right there, to mimic oil and gear oil. Another product I like to use to make like rust streaking or just generally dirty up the car. Now, I don't even know if you can buy that anymore, but it's just a wash. I'll use it around my windows to kind of like make some rust streaking. Another product I actually use for if you want to make some really scaly looking rust, like on the bottoms of rockers. I will actually take cinnamon with some either just use some like canopy glue or Mod Podge, kind of dab it on the bottom, and then just sprinkle ground cinnamon underneath there. It actually makes a really nice rust effect. I didn't really chip up the decals. Sometimes I'll take chunks out of it, but I pretty much just dirtied them up a little bit with the wash. I don't know if you can see that. And you can also make your own washes. If you follow some military channels, you'll find all kinds of tricks for weathering stuff. And I'm trying to show you. Probably can't see in there very well. You can see the seat belts I added. I just made those out of Tamiya tape, painted them red. The distributor came from Morgan Auto Detail, and he does fantastic distributors. Well, actually, I'm sorry, that is not a distributor, it's a Magneto. It's a fantastic kit. I definitely recommend it if you're into gassers or think fits great. Probably some of the things you want to know about this kit are which I had another modeler recommend to me. When you do the door handles on these, take an X-Acto knife and heat it up with like a candle flame or something, and just slice them off while that X-Acto knife is hot. Otherwise, you're gonna break them. Same thing with I did the same thing with the windshield wipers. I actually broke one of those. Luckily, I had another Moebius kit that I'm robbing for parts. I'm gonna do steal a small block out of it. It's a really nice little engine. I think it's a 65 Moebius kit that I have. I'm gonna take the Revell 65 Chevelle and put the small block in it rather than the big block. My dad actually had one of those back in the day. And another car I did recently is that 71 Demon. I'll probably do a video of it next. But please like, comment, share. Also check out my my Facebook page. It's called Rusty Rex and Rat Rods. So if you like building stuff like this and want to show it off, you can do it there. Thanks for checking out my channel, and we'll see you next time.